Good evening. Tonight we will be discussing a simple, heart-centered spell from my Book of Shadows. This is a spell for peace at home. Whether your household feels a little too tense lately, or you're simply looking to embrace the warmth and harmony of your space, this spell invites peace, calm, and connection into your sacred home. Let's walk through the meaning behind each element, how to perform the ritual, and I'm going to show you a beautiful printable version you can add to your own Book of Shadows. So first off, let's start with the spell page. Now this is the finished spell page. I created it in the same style as my other pages. It's got a white background, floral borders, and mystical illustrations. This makes it easy for you to print and include it in your own spiritual journal or grimoire. The components and incantation are all right here, but let's talk about each thing and see where we are and go a little bit deeper so we understand what we're going to need for this spell, and I'm going to show you in a very basic way how to run through it. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of paper. It can be special parchment paper, it can be a piece of computer paper that's been torn up, it doesn't matter. This is where you'll write your intention, your incantation, your spell. It anchors your spell physically and spiritually. You're going to need some rose petals. Not a ton, I'm not even going to use this whole bag, I'm just going to use a pinch at the top. But rose symbolizes peace, love, and emotional healing. We're going to use their energy to soften the atmosphere. You're going to need a white spell candle. In my case here, I am using a birthday candle. I like birthday candles because they are small, they burn quickly. It enables you to burn the entirety of the candle without having to spend a long time on this spell. You can use a traditional sized spell candle if you like. They will take longer to burn. Along with that spell candle, you are going to need a fireproof dish. And in that fireproof dish, some way to keep that candle from falling over. In my case, I'm using some marbles. You are going to need some amethyst crystals. I'm using a little jar. Now this jar is filled with small bits of amethyst, as you can see. I like these because I can keep the amethyst contained. They're easier to cleanse and consecrate because they're in a contained jar, but you can use larger chunks of amethyst if you choose. I just happen to like these little bottles. If you're using these little bottles, you can take them out and mix them in or just have them nearby. You are also going to need a burning dish of some kind, and you are going to want probably some self-lighting charcoal. I'm just taking a little piece, not even an entire disc. In fact, I'm going to break this. I don't need a whole lot. I don't need a ton. There we go. That will be enough. And of course, you get charcoal all over your hands. That'll be enough. We don't need a ton. Okay, and we're going to I like these self-igniting charcoal discs. These work really well, and we are going to put these aside because we have what we need in our burning dish. And we have our spell candle. We are going to place our crystals nearby, and we are going to take our parchment paper and our rose petals. Okay? So, performing the spell, you have all your ingredients gathered. Now what? Set everything up. Set up a quiet space. This can be your altar, your kitchen table. I'm out in the gazebo. Even your living room or bedroom floor will work, as long as you can be quiet and still. So then you are going to write your incantation on your paper. Now, in the case of this spell, the incantation reads, "Roses of peace, bless this space, and all of us who live in this place. Make it quiet, make it safe. Give us peace, that is all we crave." Write that down on your piece of paper. You can, I'm a terrible artist, but you can decorate that piece of paper. You could stamp it. You could get out the pencil crayons or the markers. You could make it look real cool, or you could just write the incantation on the piece of paper. It doesn't matter. Okay? So take your spell paper and just kind of read that over in your head a few times. Then light your candle. Okay? Then we're going to take our rose petals. We're not going to put too many of them. And before we put too many of them, we're going to light our charcoal disc. This doesn't take much. These charcoal discs light pretty well. There we go. Just get that lit. Ignore puppies that you hear playing in the background. We do have some puppies. Take some of your rose petals. Okay. Scatter them on there and let them catch. This is why you probably want to sit in a well-ventilated area. Okay. Now, we are going to read our incantation. Pass it through the smoke a few times. Ignore the playing puppies. Roses of peace, bless this space, and all of us who live in this place. Make it quiet, make it safe, give us peace. That is all we crave. Then, focus on your goal. Don't get distracted. Roll up your parchment. You don't have to roll it too tight. Roll up your parchment. Light it. Get that burning. Don't work under a smoke detector. Right? You don't want to be working under a smoke detector. Put that on your charcoal. This one's smoking quite a bit because I was being a little odd when I lit that. I shouldn't have lit it so intensely, but I did. All right, we are going to let that burn. And if you have to, you can always grab it and relight it. I don't need to. It's all burning. While this is burning, your candle is burning down, your incantation is burning, your rose petals are burning. You are going to breathe, relax, focus on the point of the spell, which is peace in the home. Relax. Feel the stillness wash over you. Remember to relax. Think about peace in your home. Now, as you're focusing, you can focus here or you can focus there, whatever works for you. Let the candle burn. I like to let it burn out. Relax. Let this burn out as well. Again, relax. So this is a fireproof cauldron, by the way, so we don't end up making a mess or lighting anything on fire. Now, if you can't burn a paper because you're working indoors, it's okay to just roll that paper up or fold it up, whatever works for you, and just place it beside the burning candle. You can discard it later, bury it outside, burn it out in the fire pit. Not all of us can just light things on fire like this. I happen to be able to. That's mostly because I have access to a really beautiful gazebo. So focus on the point of your spell. Okay? Focus. We're going to let that candle burn out if we can, if we have time. I happen to have time. It's a birthday candle. It's another great reason to use a birthday candle. Don't use your finger to do this. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean anyone else should. So as it burns down, Think about the type of peace you want in your home. Do you want your kids to not fight as much? Do you want your home to have a generally peaceful aura? Do you want this spell to repel people who bring something that isn't peace? Think about it and focus on the aspect of peace in the home that you want, that you crave, that will work best for you. While this is burning, let's talk about where to get this spell page. Again, I'm showing it to you now. If you'd like to download the image file, I am going to provide a link to my Facebook page where you can take the image itself right off of there. You can reuse it. You don't have to attribute it. It's just a spell page. It's not that fancy. You can put it in your Book of Shadows. You can print it out and stick it on your fridge. You can tell your friends that they can go to my Facebook page and download a copy for themselves. You can do whatever you like with it. The only thing I ask is that instead of giving people the file you downloaded, tell them where to get it themselves. Okay? Share the link. Show them where you got it. That helps me, and it does let people know where it came from. I don't demand attribution, but it is nice if people know where they got it. So I am going to exit this video as I let all of this burn out. There's no point in hanging around while this does its thing. Thank you for joining us this week. Remember to join us the third week of every month where we do another Book of Shadows page. It might be a spell. It might be an aromatherapy page. Maybe it's a title page, which we already did, so it won't be one of those. But we might work on a table of contents or any number of things. So make sure that you come back and just hang out with us on the third Friday of every month. That's when we do Book of Shadows pages. Now, we do other things on other Fridays. The first Friday we do Pathways and Provocations, where we discuss an issue that usually is annoying me that week. And on the final Friday of the month, we talk about the monthly astrological reading for the next month. So come out and hang with us then. At any rate, thank you for joining us this week. If this spell resonates with you, drop a comment below and share how you bring peace into your home. Blessed be.